Our guest today is Graham Getz. Now, Graham is 12 days into the job as the recently named CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of South Country Co-op. So, I guess congratulations are in order.
Yes, thank you very much.
Now, is it true, and I know it's true because I read your bio, but you started off as a grocery clerk many years ago?
In 1996, in my hometown in Saskatchewan, I started in Birchill's Co-op, bagging groceries, stocking the shelves, and actually even before the doors would open, before school, I would go down to the co-op and I would help unload the trucks, and everything was hand bombed. And then I would go to school, and then I'd come back after school and stock all the shelves with the groceries. So that's how my co-op career started in August 26th of 1996.
Wow. See, if you were a little bit older, then we could imagine the old neighborhood co-op grocery store where you were offering plastic or paper bags. But 1996 is
No.
fairly recent. But
No, we had all that.
Did you have all of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man! And what brought you back before and after school? Was it just your desire to do a good job?
I really enjoyed what I did, yeah, and the fast pace of retail and the busyness and the just doing different tasks. I really enjoyed it, and I'm an asthmatic, so I grew up on a farm, and everything on a farm I was allergic to except for work, and so I knew that I wasn't going to go down the same path as my father and my grandfather, so I decided to do something different, and 27 years later, I'm landed in Medicine Hat.
Wow. When did you think this might be something you did for a job for the rest of your life?
So
Not that your life is over by any means.
After Birchill's, then I worked at Saskatoon Co-op for a bit. While I was going to Saskatoon, I was taking some business courses at the local college, and I just really thought that I was looking for a career at that time, not a job. So then I started on full-time at Saskatoon Co-op in 2001.
Was there ever a different grocery store chain that you worked with, or has it always been Co-op?
You know, Co-op is such a grassroots organization, and they allow you to advance your career, and the Co-op is just a different kind of business, right? And so my passion has always been with the Co-op.
Wow. So you're a company man through and through.
I'm a Co-op man, yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
good for you, good for you. It's rare that somebody has one job through their teen years, through 27 years later, I think you said. It's rare that somebody has that. So that's to be congratulated.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I think just to talk about the Co-op again, you know, not every organization will allow somebody or have the steps and the advancements to allow somebody to, you know, pack groceries and unload trucks and stock shelves when they're 16 and 27 years later be the CEO of one of the largest co-ops across Western Canada.
Wow. So as the CEO of South Country Co-op, do you have anything in your mind that you want to change about how the company works, or is the company fairly smooth in the way that it's doing business and you're just there as the caretaker?
Well, I think in my first 90 days, my plan is just to get to know the people in the communities, and we have 700 employees, so that's going to take some time.
Yeah.
We have 58 locations across southern Alberta, so my first step is just to get to know the team and get to know the owners, but I think business always evolves. It always pivots, and we need to do what we need to do in order to keep South Country relevant and successful for the next generation of co-op owners.
Yeah. With grocery prices as high as they are, what is Co-op doing to help its members afford food and afford groceries?
Well, right, we have a number of programs, especially our weekly flyers. Right now, it's our infamous warehouse sale.
Yeah.
So that's a great one, and 10 for 10s, and a number of manager specials throughout the different weeks, and so we're doing our best to keep our sales costs down and our promos in order to be the place for our co-op families and our co-op owners to pick.
Okay. The next question I have for you is something that's been happening in Calgary, and I understand that Calgary is their own co-op, their own organization, but they've recently changed from sending out checks to members, and what they're doing is they're switching it all to an app where you have to use the money, your rebate money, in stores. Is there any chance that South Country Co-op is going to be doing anything like that?
Well, first of all, I appreciate the question because there's a lot of confusion in this space, but before I just want to back up. There is 162 locally owned co-ops across Western Canada.
Okay.
And South Country Co-op is one of them. So, and Calgary Co-op is a different one as well,
Right.
too. So each local co-op is owned and operated by the members. The members are at the top, and they appoint a board of directors, and the board of directors ultimately hire and are responsible to hire the CEO.
Okay.
In that piece, the owners also approve local bylaws. And so one of our programs that is near and dear to all 62,000 owners is our cashback and equity program.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so we have, you talked about change, we have no intent of changing that legacy program, because that's really the fundamental of how co-ops work. Is giving back and supporting the owners that supported them throughout the year.
In our remaining seconds, is there anybody who works for you that's having a birthday today that we could do a shout out to?
I do believe that our director of marketing, Carmen Hudson, is her birthday. So happy birthday, Carmen.
Happy birthday, Carmen. Graham Getz is the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of South Country Co-op. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Last question, yes or no, where do you buy your groceries?
The co-op.